I was gonna.
Needs to find Mel before he goes to the Walkers.
Hector might be trying to find you at this point to tell you what he's learned.
Okay, cool. Well, Cog probably would have looked around for Mel and been like, "Hey, come meet Blinsky. You guys can talk business."
Agile says Blinsky's crazy. Don't go.
So, Blinsky, he's the current head of R&D. He's a little eccentric. Don't look at the monkey too long. I'm pretty sure it has issues.
What monkey? What is a monkey?
Don't ask. It's like a gnome but with a tail. So,
You don't know what a monkey is, Mel.
I mean, I've read about some animals in Candlekeep's library, but I don't know a lot about them.
Oh, I guess you'll find out eventually. Anyways, be careful. He's crazy.
Oh,
like every other organic in this place.
He's extra crazy.
I guess.
Did you pay him the 5 gold, by the way?
Yeah, we'll say that.
You did. Okay, dock that from your gold.
I'm like completely out of gold at this point, by the way. The barding took it out of my gold pouch, basically.
Nice.
Okay, I have 76.
But you know, Einar has 2 more armor class now, so I think it's worth it.
Yeah, probably. Seems good.
Oh, I did mental health.
Will you roleplay the Kaga and Mel, or should I say what I want to say?
Oh, you can go ahead first.
Okay, I have a question for the Dungeon Master. I had in my inventory 4 of talons that are metallic, I think, that weighed 11 pounds each.
Yeah.
I don't exactly
they
remember.
Were from the gargoyles, right?
I believe so. And I wanted to go to the blacksmith and maybe arrange something to melt them down.
I don't remember them being metallic if they were from
I'm not-
the gargoyles.
They might have been from the wooden like bird construct thing. That
I'm not
also had metal in it.
sure,
Oh, it
but
could have been
they weighed 11 pounds, which is a lot.
that.
So-
I can see if maybe they were from the...
I think that might have been the case.
What is it that's 11 pounds?
A talon that I have,
Oh,
like
yeah. Yeah, those are from the constructs from the first group that we fought.
Yeah, that would... Well, the thing is that apparently gargoyle talons are 7 pounds each.
From the tower?
I'm not sure because in my inventory was written like 40 pounds for all 4 of them.
Well, in sets of 2, they would have been 14, so you would have got 28. I don't know. Yeah,
I remember.
where that
I feel like I
came from.
remember Azrael looting something off the bird construct things.
Yeah.
I got some things
Okay.
I think, but
They did have metal talons.
In conclusion, I
So
have
you're
like
melting them down for what?
I'm hoping to melt them down. So, hoping to make half plate, crafting a half plate a bit cheaper.
That's going to take a while. We'll have to go to the crafting rules and determine how long it takes them to do that and at what cost.
Because I'm trying to get an estimated time maybe for first, because a normal half plate costs 750 gold pieces.
Yeah, I know there are crafting rules in the player's handbook that would cover it.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but it's more AC for me, which I need because I have no decks.
Okay. You might be able to get them to work on that because you have some pull in this town. And I think the metal would be appropriate for the task. The question is the overall cost of half plate and the time. So if something you want to craft has a market value greater than 5 GP, you make progress every day in 5 GP increments until you reach the market value of the item. So what's the cost?
750. So
A breastplate too.
I already have a breastplate.
Oh, you do?
I think so, yeah.
So a suit of plate armor would have taken 300 days.
Hmm. Well, that idea
The
is
advantage of having somebody work on something for you is that they do the time instead of you, but this is still like prohibitively expensive.
So, wait, 5 gold for 1 day, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's like
How many days?
150 days.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, by then we saved the world.
5 gold. Wait, hold on. 150 days, you said?
Yeah.
Well, we can always keep going on other campaigns.
That's 750 gold pieces.
What happened? I wonder. Oh, okay.
Maybe if we put enough investments in the town, they can build it fast.
Like, if I manage to pay some part of the gold requirements, it would lower it down, I imagine, right?
I think you're already providing the materials, which makes it possible. Like you're really just paying labor at that point.
Yeah, that's 750 gold or 75 platinum pieces.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't think this will be possible, sadly. Because I was really hoping for better armor, because this is not gonna cut it forever.
You're trying to purchase, what it was, half plate armor?
Yeah.
I think at this point, you have a certain notoriety. If you were to pay twice the cost, I think you could maybe get that made. I mean, I think you could probably find somebody who has it. Like, it would be a very expensive item around Vallaki, but people respect you. They might be willing to part with it for that cost.
For half, you say?
For twice the cost.
Or twice.
Oh, twice.
That might still be something that we had to do later then.
Twice is a lot, though. We don't have that much, I think.
Wait, what? Could, as an artillerist, could Mel maybe make it? With some time?
Oh, you could contribute to the crafting. If you worked on it as well, you could contribute another 5 gold a day. Which would cut the cost and time down by half.
Just imagine the whole party working on this set of armor.
Yeah, just for a 1+1 AC for me.
Yeah.
Mel just looked at her gold pouch of 0. It's like,
Well, I think this plan is a bust.
is there a way that Mel could improve? Like, roleplay wise, improve Azrael's current armor?
I think that's what the infusions are supposed to be for.
Yeah, well, you know, I think that's all planned to do at some point when I get another level in infusions. How about I at least increase your AC at some point in the future?
Maybe.
Maybe we could get you like a small round shield or something.
I already have a shield.
There are alternate rules in Xanathar, but I don't think they really help. It says to determine how many work weeks it takes to create an item, divide its gold piece cost by 50. You're still going to end up with weeks of time.
However, Mel, if you do want to start working on something, there is Khan's Flammenwoofer.
Oh, you cut out.
Faces you.
I forgot. Yeah. I said, if there's something you want to work on, you can always make Khan's Flammenwoofer.
You mean flamethrower?
Yeah.
Sure. I guess I could start working on that.
Yeah.
That may be very costly though.
If hypothetically I were to hire multiple people, it would take less time, right?
Yeah, up to a point. And then you'd have to pay more for the labor, so another 5 gold per person per day.
Wow, this idea is really busting.
Yeah.
It's alright, we'll kill somebody and get you a new set.
That could actually be a very high possibility at this point.
We're going to Strahd's. I'm sure Strahd's got plenty of guys with half plate we can make disappear. You know, it happens.
Let's hope so. But I still have these.
If you obtained
Sorry.
enough money, you could straight buy it.
Yeah, but we don't have that money.
Me right now.
We didn't rob Mother Night like that.
No, we weren't able to.
Well, I guess I won't make anything for now, but I'll leave the talons at Valaki, but for anyone, if anyone wants to craft something, we have stuff to melt. And also, if Mel needs something, Azul can cover it because he has plenty of gold.
At some point, I'm gonna need to buy a thieves
Oh,
tools
yeah,
kit.
we're gonna need a permanent one of those. As much as like Mel's ability comes in handy to create those, a permanent pair.
That's gonna cost 25 gold pieces.
So
Do you want me to
find
buy
out.
them?
I could buy it out of the party pool. I dragged
I
out
could-
the party pool.
Or Mel could just spend the hour and just create a pair for you for now. She won't
I could-
create any other tools for now.
I could buy them. I have money.
So boss, how much would you say that creating a Flammenwoofer between 2 people, how long would that take?
Are we talking like a modern flamethrower? Or
Are we
Is
talking
this a magic
World War
item or
II,
something?
or
It would
I mean,
be
because
it would be like a yes. I mean, you could probably plug oil into it, but you could also like make it a magical item that does a blast of flame.
I mean, I guess Melano could technically examine her Eldritch Cannon, which does have a flamethrower version.
I don't think you can construct something that you otherwise use magic to make. I mean, you can, like, there are rules, I think, for things like that.
Can she not just examine
I mean, honestly, Azrael can actually make Alchemist fire. If you really want
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
That's a good
I mean,
idea.
It could be something that could, you know,
rules like a
alchemist fire.
The
Oh my
idea,
God.
though, is that every time, like, Hog would want...
grenade launcher.
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, what?
Oh, we were both speaking at the same time.
Oh no, I'm getting called on Discord. Shoot,
Oh.
hold on. Ah.
The idea that every time Hog would want to throw a bunch of fire around, he has to pay Azrael to make it for him is pretty funny.
Well, yeah. I would charge Cog, specifically Cog, 50 gold per alchemist fire.
It can't be worth 50 gold.
Well, it takes 25 to make them and 25 to for my time. Simple as that.
Yeah, but we're in the same business venture. You making me pay is just making us all pay.
Huh.
What can I say, Cog?
I could have... I mean, Oh, if I do get the Thieves tool, it would be something that I'd be using for the party, so I don't think it'd be really wrong if I use the party pool for that.
No, I mean, I got the holy water and the oil flask for the party, so...
That sounds fair to me.
And I'm out of gold at this point.
Yeah, I guess I'll for GOG for this one. So I'll buy some materials and I'll make alchemist fire for your long rest.
So you're good. Subtract 25 from the party pool. Actually, I guess I should ask, would I even be able to find these here? It is 25 gold, but it is a weird thing.
You'd be able to find it.
Okay.
So how long would it take to make something like that, though?
It's one...
Overnight.
No.
During-
The mechanism itself.
Oh.
For what?
For
Or
a flamethrower arm.
Or an alchemist fire grenade launcher, I
Something
guess.
Like that,
Yeah. That's really like out there. That's like an artificer-ish thing. If there's something in the rules for things that artificers can make, and it would allow you to make some kind of a flamethrower attachment,
I mean,
then
considering
I
in
would
the
allow
rules,
it.
an artificer can create a nuke. I can assume a flamethrower or grenade launcher are in the realm of possibility.
Yeah, it's possible. There may be something in there that I'm not aware of. Like, I've never played an artificer.
Well, actually,
If
in the...
there's,
Sorry, I just
if
want
there's
to...
a rule that you can use, then I'll follow it. Off the top of my head, I don't know how you would put one together.
I think there's something in the DM's handbook.
Is there?
Yeah, I remember looking in there because I'm building my own campaign. I think I saw something in relation to grenades and such.
Oh yeah, there's advanced technologies. I don't think flamethrowers are one of them, but they may be. I know they have like rifles and things like that.
Yeah.
And it would be like extremely high cost.
Let's see, they got rifles.
There'd also be like associated intelligence checks and stuff.
Yeah. Like, they got rules to learning how to use stuff that is advanced.
Right.
They don't really put rules for making stuff like this. That's
Futuristic items you got. Well, let's look at modern items: pistols, revolvers, rifles, shotguns.
Hey, grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher. Okay.
7
Is that
pound.
in there?
It's
It
in
must
here.
be like in Xanathar. Oh no, there
No.
it is. Yeah.
It's there.
Grenade launcher. So I mean, that could be like cost. There is none.
There is that.
That's funny.
Alright.
I got fragmentation grenades, dynamite sticks, smoke grenades, bombs, gunpowder keg.
See, Cog didn't talk to Lady Wachter yet, right?
Not yet. I need to, but not yet.
Okay, I feel like
Do you want to get that out of the way?
it might be a good chance for also Hector to meet him there
Yes.
to bring up the workers' concerns.
Yes. That sounds perfect.
Okay. So you meet with Fiona. Halleck the butler lets you in. She meets you in the parlor.
Wait,
It's a pleasure.
Was it?
Cog, I was confused by some of the mail that I received from you. Specifically how you were delivering it. I heard of no one coming in through the gates.
We have contacts. Business has been
suppose
very
you must.
successful.
Yes, your victory at the winery is notable.
So I have a couple questions. I actually was not, I hadn't been aware that your previous, we'll call it your wild college days. If that's, I'm sure that's something we can refer to it as. I didn't know that had anything to do specifically with the Hag's Coven. I had assumed it was mostly forest spirits and whatever the heck naturalists do.
I never had anything to do with hags, but I was once a member of Mother Lysaga's coven.
Alright. Which, considering I believe Mother Lysaga is indeed a hag herself, correct?
Oh no. She is a witch of a kind.
Well, I had a couple questions that maybe you might be able to find the answer to. One of the, when we were dealing with the hags, one of the things they bribed us with was by putting, what was it, a spirit leech?
Soul leech of some kind.
Yeah, putting a soul leech. What do hags do with soul leeches?
I'm actually going to make a check for her on that one.
Oh. I think Hector will enter this conversation a little bit later.
I've never heard of them.
If she's not a hag, never mind, that changes everything. That makes dealings a little more difficult. Okay, I don't really have much of a reason. I'm less interested so much in the coven itself as much as the forest spirits in the region. As you've probably noticed, this town's kind of lacking in agricultural development, enough to make anything profitable.
Mm-hmm.
So, it seems natural that we would need to discuss with the individuals that are particularly good with making things grow and assimilate and forming some sort of agreement between us and them to ensure that we have enough crop to make a profit.
Do you mean the druids?
We're currently looking for druids. I had thought maybe there were more fey or spirit elements that we need to discuss with, but
I don't know of anything like that. There are the phase spiders of the swamp, but they would be useless to you. They're only a dangerous hazard there.
yeah. Unfortunately. I'm sure you have read the other documents I've sent you.
Yes, I have. You're referring to your wolf proposal?
The wolf at the door, yes.
I wrote you a detailed response on that. I suppose that your courier has not gotten it to you?
It would seem that she unfortunately has been out and about. A little bit of a flight of fancy, that one.
Right. Well, I don't believe that we would benefit at all from associating with werewolves. In fact, I'd like them nowhere near my town.
I can understand. I have good news. It would seem that I've run into associates that might lean a little bit more to the moral side, that brought together could ensure the security of this town from the current forces that make things a little difficult for people to flourish. The way I see it, a mutually beneficial relationship between the two of us would be more than enough to further some bigger goals for the town.
I worry
understand
about
the
these.
concern, but when you really get to the root of it, at the end of the day, y'all are, looking for the same things, and I'm sure we could have negotiated means of making that.
I worry about these associations you form, Cog. I would not like the Loki to catch the Dark Lord's eye.
Oh, for sure.
I think at this point, Hector will knock on the door, having looked all over town for Cog.
Halleck lets you in and takes your things.
Cog, Lady Wachter.
Hector,
Suppose it's good that I found you both here.
We were just discussing future business plans.
Yes, well, I was helping out the Barovians, and I received some concerning news from them that I thought you both would like to hear. And concerning the job to build a better road to the windmill. Some of the workers had found a sort of fog-filled area by old standing stones. It seemed ancient, and they didn't want to work because of that, and many weren't willing to join also, once they had heard that news.
That's lovely. Cog kind of almost sincerely asked this question to Lady Walker's like, are organics just allergic to the fog? Is that a thing I missed? Is that just a common like allergy in this region?
Well, Cog, I think it's because the fog invokes the mists. They're worried it has something to do with that.
Okay. Like Cog, kind of rubs his temple a little bit. He's like, all right, we'll take a look at it after. Just make sure everybody knows. We'll pack up when we're done here, and we'll go take a look at it.
Cog, there is a matter we should discuss.
I'm all for discussion.
I have estimates of the cost of your windmill renovations.
Oh boy.
As you know, we've already begun clearing the forest, which has allowed for easier transportation, and I've covered those costs entirely myself. But the road and windmill, that will have to be partly funded by you, and you've accepted that, haven't you?
Yes, of course.
I think the estimate will be 2,000 gold. You can cover it, can't you? It's too significant a sum for Vallaki to pay on its own.
Oh, for sure, I can imagine. Once profit starts making through and the company is regularly paid by the town for the security that we provide, I'm more than sure that we can afford something like that. Although we do need to decide.
I think it would have been better off if we just stayed inside the town.
But we do need to discuss, considering we're the town sheriffs, so, the company is state-sponsored, we do need to discuss the regular payment that the town does give to the company for its security, especially considering how much safer we've made it over the past couple of days, mind you. We assisted in an entire regime change, we got rid of a local hag infestation, we got rid of rogue druids taking over one of its more profitable industries. I'm more than sure that we've earned a pretty regular, consistent amount of pay, considering how much the company's already turned things around for this region.
The way I see it, we are paving you a dirt road to your windmill, and we are taking the risk that Zarevich may notice. Do you want more than that?
No, I think, considering, well, first of all, the road isn't so much for us as much as it is for the town in general. We're talking housing, we're talking about opening up for more crop renovation. In fact, the mill itself will be renting out the surrounding land around specifically for farming. We just need to find a crop that will be more than beneficial that we can ship out via the Vistani.
I would imagine they have seeds that we wouldn't be able to provide you in Barovia. I'm sure there's something that can be grown, even without sunlight.
That primarily was my hope in discussing and finding some way to make the ground in the region a little more fertile in the long run. I find that the more profitable the town is, that eventually those profits will end up in my coffers one way or another.
We are working together, aren't we, Cog?
And I found it a more than lucrative relationship. But I'd like to think that you find it the same.
Of course. Is there any other matter that I can help you with?
Cog kind of like shifts in his chair a little bit, thinking, no, I think that's everything covered so far. That's right. I've been talking to the Valakoviches, and
She kind of scowls at that.
Yes, I'm aware there's beef between you, but in the long run, you've already won. Plus, their current son is aiding in the development of this town, with him being a part of the company's research and development. I've been discussing possible means of extra funding and donations for the benefit of the town. In exchange, they were willing to, in exchange for us mentioning that they've been aiding in the town, as well as continuing some of the festivities left from the prior regime, that they'd be willing to donate funds toward a number of our causes. I also find it beneficial that, considering your your daughter's infatuation with our R&D developer, I find that it would be best if both of you, instead of being rivals, merge your families for the betterment of this town.
She mutters, well, it seems between Victor and Stella that there will be a merging of families whether I like it or not. But then she looks at you pointedly and says, resuming festivities?
Number one in particular, namely the Festival of the Wolf, considering some of the companies further down the road plans.
She stands up. I refuse.
I was afraid of that. If you don't mind me asking, what's the particular issue with the Festival of the Wolf specifically?
The people hated those festivals. They were grotesque. It would turn them against us.
Hog, I think you are trying to push a little too hard on some things.
Let's call it a rebrand. What did he used to do with the Festival of the Wolf?
He would force the people to attend them. Even suggesting it again would make it seem like we were bringing back the old oppression.
I think it would be better off if we didn't have them. And I'm sure the people might come up with their own festivals if they ever wish to have them again, with optional attendance.
Cog is he's rapidly clinking on his face, thinking, I have to figure a way to, rebrand the festivals as something better. Granted, in this time of sorrow, good festivals are necessary, but we'd have to twist it in a way that folks wouldn't associate it with the previous administration. Give me some time to think, and I might be able to present something a little more...
Well, Cog, how about we make a different